Guys, the collapse of Bitcoin is most certainly on the horizon, and we have been warning about the impending occurrence of this type of catastrophe for years now. I am aware that a lot of people feel that it is false information, but I firmly believe that Bitcoin will crash one day before it is most likely revived, okay? I believe this with all my heart. Additionally, that will be the last opportunity to purchase Bitcoin since, in my opinion, the price will continue to fall. The charts have shown that this is the case, alright? At this point, I am not lying. At this very moment, there are happenings of this nature taking place which may be leading up to that day from the financial lot. Coinbase's Conor Groggins is of the opinion that a whale wallet containing 8 billion Bitcoins has been hacked. This would be the greatest theft of Bitcoin in the history of the world if it is proven. That being said, there is a hypothesis that suggests that perhaps this was a hack all along. Exactly. What's funny is that I was able to verify that this was not a compromise in the hands of hackers, right? This was tweeted out by Arthur Brittle, who follows Roger Ver, although it is unclear where he really posted it. Therefore, it's possible that it isn't, right? On the other hand, if such were the case, it would be absurd, since the only way for an artificial intelligence to be held accountable for a crime is if it knowingly and willingly did an act that violated a criminal statute with the intention of committing the crime. It is a devilish thing to do, boys. That implies that in the event of a collapse, anybody who does not wish to be blamed may simply utilize what is ostensibly artificial intelligence to bring everything down. Give that some thought. This is a very insane theory, isn't it? Nevertheless, no nation or institution will be held responsible for the collapse of the system. Perhaps artificial intelligence will take care of it instead. Have you given it some thought? We might be able to construct anything based on this notion, guys, in some way, shape or form. Now, do you know what drives me absolutely bonkers? Because of this, I am certain that the individual who activated this wallet is quite knowledgeable about cryptocurrencies. Do you agree? He is not a novice, because just for a moment try to picture what it would be like to not only hold what is now $1 billion, but also to send it all out with just one click and without taking any test transactions. Alright? With that being said, these coins were moved to a variety of wallets in 100% of cases. Because what you typically do and what you learn about initially when you're getting started with cryptocurrency is that you constantly need these people. Because it's always better to be cautious than sorry they didn't even try out sending out a single Bitcoin. At all times you are required to test, or more specifically, submit a test transaction. First, you transfer a little amount of your cryptocurrency to the wallet that you are attempting to send it to. If the transaction is successful, you proceed to transmit the remaining portion of your cryptocurrency. On the other hand, what I used to do was that I always carried out a test transaction and then I would send the money in increments. Is that correct? Unless I'm feeling really lazy, I don't like to transfer everything in a single transaction. This is how I used to be, if I may say so myself. Still, it's better to err on the side of caution than regret. Nevertheless, this individual who transmitted all of his Bitcoins to a variety of addresses or wallets, well, he didn't care about any of it at all. It was all accomplished in a single swift motion. So folks, this is how you know there's something more profound going on, right? On the market he sits. Evidently he is well aware of what he is doing in this location. To be honest, yes. Having said that, let's now discuss the reasons why this is such a huge deal, people. Mainly due to the fact that we are now beginning to see some storylines emerge from the insights available on Cointelegraph. It is possible for quantum computers to recover a Bitcoin that has been lost by decrypting old private keys. Consequently, they are now expressing the opinion that perhaps quantum computers will be the ones to essentially eradicate Bitcoin. That being the case, we are going to be discussing the charts, since the charts are the ones that speak or tell the news, alright? And the manner in which it will fall apart at some point in the future. The evidence is right in front of me. To begin, just what is meant by the term quantum computer. It is remarkable that quantum technology was first introduced in the early 1900s. Quantum computers have the potential to pose a danger to Bitcoin's cryptographic systems, notably the elliptic curve digital signature methods. Experts such as Adam Back and Michael Saylor think that quantum threats to Bitcoin are not a worry at the present time. This is due to the fact that such applications need sophisticated quantum technology which may take years or even decades to create. But this is the consensus among all individuals. Just for a moment, let's say there was a black swan event that had just these kinds of narrative, guys, right? Pertaining to hacking old and outdated Bitcoin addresses and wallets, reviving those coins, and the individual who hacked it utilized this kind of technology, correct, in order to get into it. In addition, what plans does he have for those coins anyway? Put it up for sale. In the event if it was a single person, however, the government would go after him, unless it was a government that did it in the not too distant future that brought it down. Are you all able to comprehend what I am referring to? Exactly. I find it to be rather intriguing. Do you have any idea why this is so peculiar? For the simple reason that we are aware that cyber assaults will occur in the not too distant future, folks. That will bring everything to a halt. I am curious as to whether or not these other storylines are connected to that equation in any way. In my opinion, yes, exactly. As a result, the investigations and development of quantum computers are proceeding at a rapid rate. To what extent, however, is Bitcoin quantum secure at this point in time? Not at this time. However, engineers are attempting to improve the network in order to reduce the likelihood of quantum threats, which may include the ability to breach encryption. This means that it has the ability to cause disruptions in the network and maybe even shatter Bitcoin wallets by taking advantage of flaws in the asymmetric cryptography that is used to protect them. Therefore, the risk is going to grow more substantial as quantum computers continue to improve. However, this is undeniably a genuine problem. To reiterate, it is important to note that there is a specific reason why black swans are referred to as black swans. Guys, there is a purpose for this, alright? Is it possible for quantum computers to retrieve a lost Bitcoin? What occurs to Bitcoins that have been lost? Quantum recovery technologies make it possible for dormant walls to be brought back to life. To illustrate, consider the coins that Satoshi Nakamoto has created, which are thought to number 1 million. What an insane idea. Simply provide me a percentage of it, and I will send it to you. There is the potential for significant market fluctuations to occur in the event that a quantum computer breaks their wallets and releases the money into circulation. It's a dud. Exactly. Therefore, the Bitcoin maxes would have to pray and hope to the gods of cryptocurrency that this does not come to fruition when it comes to the cryptocurrency market. It will be. Can't it be that? No, I am not sure. In this case, however, the charts do not give me the same narrative. This chart creates an image, and it's creating a picture that the majority of people won't see or notice until it's too damn late. This chart paints a picture that may be sinister, and it may also be demonic, That being said, Extravod is here to direct you. How come? What do you think about it? In case you were wondering, this is Bitcoin on the 3 monthly charts. All 3 charts are monthly. 3 months of time are represented by each individual candle. Alright? What are your observations, guys? Do any of you people take note of something? Please pause for a moment if you are aware of what I am going to say. I'm going to mention something important. Give yourself a congratulatory pat on the back. Please have a look at this. Would you all agree that the price of Bitcoin has been steadily climbing? Are you? Exactly the same thing happened in 2010, and it is happening right now. And that is so strange, since what else do we take into consideration? Throughout the course of time, this indication has been decreasing. At this point, we are on the